Hi, this is Trey Pastor, and welcome to my film series review. This is Volume 4. I was reviewing the Alien Anthology, and last week I reviewed Alien 3, and this week is the last film in the series, Alien Resurrection, starring, of course, Sigourney Weaver. And this movie came out in 1997, of course, and this was co-written by Joss Whedon, who did this story. And this place takes 200 years after the events of Alien 3 in the future. And it takes place on I guess they call it a military science station, where you see in the beginning of the movie, these scientists are basically extracting what you think is Ripley. Of course, she died in part 3. So this is no spoiler, really. She died in part 3. So in this movie, they have her clone, and they're basically operating on her and extracting the alien queen out of her. And of course this Ripley is not our Ripley, because she died at the end of part 3. She sacrificed herself when she knew she was impregnated with the queen. And she basically fell back and killed herself at the end of part 3. So in this movie, she's a clone. These scientists have actually been taking her DNA and been trying to experiment to try to separate the alien, take the queen out of her. And of course, and she's the 8th Ripley clone, I guess, and the only one that successfully, I guess, has survived. The other ones have not. And they take her, they take the alien baby out, and now who's the queen, and they basically try to start breeding these aliens. Of course, they try to explain. They have these scientists on the ship that are trying to explain to the clone Ripley that they're not trying to do with the company. We're scientists, but she's not buying it, and she's basically telling them, the clone is saying that you're going to die. That the alien's going to get out and it's going to kill you. And onto the ship, which has actually military guys running the ship, medical ship. You have Dan Hayda, who plays General Martin Perez, who's in charge of everything. And onto this ship, he's expecting these space pirates that come along, led by Frank Eglin, played by Michael Wincott. You have him. You have Christie, played by Gary Didon. You have Ron Perlman, whose character is Joyner. You also have Annabelle Call, played by Winona Ryder. You have these space pirates. They're actually delivering to the ship and to a cargo, which is previously on, for various reasons, which I don't want to spoil. They're delivering a certain cargo to this military ship. Of course, they get paid handsomely, and they're to stay there for like 2 days before they bugger off. And the two scientists, played by J.E. Freeman and Brad Dourif, they're there. Like I said, you see them basically breeding the aliens and basically trying to train them. Again, I guess you got the same time you have Alien, the Ellen Ripley clone there, who's basically, you can tell she has super strength. She has basically, I guess, during the cloning process, she absorbed some of the aliens' strengths and stuff, and you can see that she's, she doesn't act like the old Ripley. Of course, she acts different. And onto this ship, like I said, while they're trying to breed the aliens, of course, things don't go according to plan, and they never do, of course, in these movies, because they wouldn't be important to these movies if they did go according to plan. And basically, these aliens that they're breeding, basically they're smart because they have human DNA, and they're cunning. They have human DNA, basically, that they inherited from Ripley, and they scheme and they actually break out. And basically, this movie is kind of like a downgrade version of the second part, I guess, in that you have these space pirates basically battling to survive and get off the ship before these aliens, who start, picking them off. And the ship, of course, you have the added stress of the ship is heading towards Earth. So they have to try to figure out a way to get off the ship and stop, the ship with the aliens from coming to Earth. Now this movie, like I said, is the 4th movie in the series. Like I said, of course, the second one is my favorite. The first one is close second, and the third one gets a lot of flack for it. But the one that David Fincher did, but I actually kind of like that one. And this one is not as bad as people say it is. I know a lot of people give it crap, say it's crap. But I don't think it's as bad. But you could tell the Joss Whedon influence in the dialogue that the people use, specifically Ron Perlman, who was like the king of quips in this movie. And also, Winona Ryder's character, Annabelle Call, she's not who she appears to be, without spoiling it, okay? But, you know, she has a purpose on this, and you think because she looks the most out of place out of anybody on the, especially with these space pirates, but there's a reason for that, which I don't want to spoil. And then you get good work from Brad Dourif, you know, he plays one of the doctors, and then you also have J.E. Freeman, who plays the, I guess, quote-unquote bad guy, okay? And like I said, you have good, for the most part, you know, in this movie. I think this movie is not as bad as people make it out to be. I would give this, like I said, I think this is the 4th best movie. Okay, I do think in the order, it's the second movie, followed closely by the first movie, and then the third movie, and then this movie, in terms of which are the better movies, in my opinion. Like I say, it's entertaining, and I say it's not total crap. I know people give it crap and say it's horrible, and there are some what the F moments in here, okay? Especially with the way Sigourney Weaver's acts. I know she's supposed to be a clone and stuff, so maybe that excuses some of the weird acting choices that she makes in this, but it's definitely weird, okay? But I still enjoyed it for what it is, okay? And I would give this movie, like I said, the first movie, well, the second movie, I would give a 9. I think I don't know, I gotta remember what okay, I know the first Alien movie, I think I gave it a 9 too. The first two movies are just rocket action and solid. And then I think the second movie, which I think I gave it a 7. Third movie, I'm sorry, I think I gave it a 7.5, I think. And this movie, I think I would give it either a 7 or a 6.5. Probably a 6.5. Or, you know what? Yeah, the first Alien movie, I would give a 9. I just love the whole atmosphere of that. The second movie, I would give it a 9 too, just because the Space Marines and the action and Ripley kicking ass and stuff, and the Queen, Alien, and all that stuff. Okay, James Cameron knows how to make an action movie. The third movie, David Fincher, he decided to go in a different direction, and I think I would give that Alien 3. I would give that a 7.5. This movie, I'd probably give a 7 because I think this is a step below. Okay, a lot of silly stuff happens in this movie, and especially I don't want a certain hybrid that's born, which looks very weird and is very creepy. Okay, but again, I guess I'll give this a 7. Okay, first movie 9, second movie 9, third movie, David Fincher's movie, 7.5. This one, I would give a 7. Okay. Anyway, that's my opinion about that. Okay, so that's the conclusion of my Aliens review. Okay, let me know what you think of Alien 4 or Alien Resurrection. Like I said, and also I read a little bit of the behind-the-scenes things in this. Like Josh Whedon did the script for this, and he explains a little bit why it bothers him that this movie didn't do as well as it could have done, and he had wrote characters a certain way, certain characters in this movie a certain way. But then they cast actors that you immediately thought, once you cast them, that of course, these guys are going to be bad guys, okay? So, I guess, in a way, I could see his point with that you know, if you hire certain actors that are known for playing certain roles, and then immediately, once you see them, you automatically think, okay, that's the bad guy. And it kind of turned out to be true, without spoiling it, okay? But, anyway, this is the end of my Alien Anthology, Volume 4. Okay, so I'll be doing another volume next week, which will be will be Volume 6 in my film series reviews. Okay, and stay tuned. I'm going to be doing my film series Volume number 5 soon. I picked a new series, and just tune in to see what that series is for Volume 5 in my film series reviews. Okay, and then next week I'll be starting a new series for my film series reviews for Volume 6. Okay, you can tune in next week to see what that is. I don't know myself. Okay, anyway, let me know what you think of Alien Resurrection. Feel free to leave comments down below. This is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.